Welcome to ywcc for June 2022. I do not own the rights to this music. The topic is regaining focus. Our lesson scripture is coming out of Mark chapter 10, verses 46 to 52. And that reads, "And they came to Jericho, and as he went out of Jericho with his disciples, and a great number of people, blind Bartimaeus, the son of Timaeus, sat by the highway side begging. And when he heard that it was Jesus of Nazareth, he began to cry out and say, 'Jesus, thou son of David, have mercy on me.' And many charged him that he should hold his peace, but he cried the more a great deal, 'Thou son of David, have mercy on me.' And Jesus stood still and commanded him to be called. And they called the blind man, saying unto him, 'Be of good comfort, rise, he calleth thee.' And he, casting away his garment, rose and came to Jesus. And Jesus answered and said unto him, 'What wilt thou that I should do unto thee?' The blind man said unto him, 'Lord, that I might receive my sight.' And Jesus said unto him, 'Go thy way, thy faith hath made thee whole.' And immediately he received his sight, and followed Jesus in the way." In the passage of Mark chapter 10, verses 46 to 52, we find that the man known as blind Bartimaeus is sitting by the side of the road, completely dependent on others for life's necessities. The scripture does not tell us how or when Bartimaeus became blind or lost his sight. It does not tell us how long he sat by the side of the road day by day, depending on the kindness of strangers. But it does tell us that when he heard that Jesus was passing by, he made it a point to get his attention. He did not let his current circumstance or the length of time he'd been there stop him from reaching for help, stop him from regaining focus. What circumstance has stopped you? Has made you lose sight or focus? What obstacle placed in your path has made you sit by the side of the road of life and depend on others to get by? This is in no way what Christ desires for our lives. 3 John chapter 1 verse 2 tells us, "Beloved, I pray in every way you prosper and enjoy good health, as your soul also prospers." This simply means that we are meant to be prosperous in every way: natural, spiritual, emotional, financial, and relational. Being without sight or focus indicates a deficit in every area of our life. When a camera lens or your eyes are focused, they've made the adjustments needed to see clearly. Today, you can begin the adjustment process of refocusing. Number 1, to be in focus with Christ is to understand the purpose He has for our life. To be in tune with Him, this can only happen when our relationship is consistent, meaning regular interaction, regular communion, and regular communication. Luke chapter 18, verse 1 instructs us to always pray and not faint. It does not tell us how long to pray daily. It does not tell us the time of day to pray daily. It simply states that we are to always pray. Consistent prayer allows time for conversation. It allows time for God to set the tone for our path, and to bring us into alignment of what He's already set in motion. As we go through our day, He sends regular reminders we like to call confirmation. Bartimaeus started his journey back to focus by simply communicating with Christ. He called out to Him when he knew He was passing by. Christ is passing by today. What are you calling out to Him about? What massive hysterical commotion are you willing to make to get His attention so you can get back in alignment? Number 2, to operate in focus with Christ is to follow the plans He has for our life. Jeremiah chapter 29, verse 11 states the following: "For I know the plans I have for you, declares the Lord, plans to prosper you and not to harm you, plans to give you hope and a future." As Christ ministered to Bartimaeus, He asked him what he wanted. He asked him what he desired from him. Bartimaeus needed sight to focus on the plans Christ had for him. He could not operate blind. He was tired of sitting by the side of the road. Blindness is not always natural. Blindness can be physical, emotional, and spiritual. Blindness doesn't cause death, but you can die because of your actions while operating blindly. You are worth too much to die because of your out of focus actions. When we are focused, we see the end goal and can continue despite obstacles because our heart trusts in the one who orchestrated the plan. Trust the orchestrator. The end. God bless you, and thank you for joining me today.